Hey you guys, it's your girl Internet, and today I'll be coming at you with the reaction, and it's called Candace Owens Rex Liberal Race Baiting Student. We already know how she is, and I'm here for it. She gonna get her point across, and I feel like, me personally, I just really feel like a lot of people just don't like her. And it's sad. I mean, because like, you have to listen to everyone's opinions. Even if our opinion is not the same, it's their opinion. Like I always tell people, you vote for who you want to vote for, and you believe what you want to, because you can't change nobody's mind. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you can see me. And let's get into this video.
I had a question for Candace.
Okay.
You said America wasn't a racist country.
I never said that. You can't find a single...
You said America isn't a racist country, right?
America is not a racist country. Yeah, I did say that. You're right.
Get it together, Candace. Get it together. We were a little wobbly. Come on with it, honey.
All right. So,
Got me.
all right, I look at one example, like inner city gangs, right? If you look at like inner city gangs, they were really like persecuted 100% by police departments and the government. What did America do to end the ideology or the practice of the KKK at all?
So let's dial this back to end the practice of the KKK. I want to start with saying to you, what percentage of Black Americans black homicides are committed by white people?
That's just like me saying how much percent of homicides. It's like you guys that for any.
No, I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to walk you into a trap.
I don't really study statistics, because statistics, you could look at any race and look at numbers of killings and murder. So.
Would it be fair if I said that Black people are racist towards Black people right now?
Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little racist.
Do you think that we're racist towards each other?
No, I wouldn't say racist.
I find it interesting. The hyper focusing on the KKK, which killed thousands of Black Americans.
I would say that America kind of conditioned, like, if you say Black people are racist, that came from America's history. That's just what.
What? I'm sorry, I if you
I say if you asked me if you think we're racist to each other.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but if we were.
Okay, because we're killing ourselves, just so you know, like we're at a way faster.
You can say every race is killing themselves.
At a way.
I kind of feel like I feel what he's saying, I feel what she's saying, because I don't feel like the Black people are racist against one another. I feel like they just hating on each other. Well, it could be. I just feel like they just hating on each other, especially like if a person is flashy and stuff like that. Like, they're just like today, a dude in Memphis got killed. Like, I think he was like near the park or something like that. Like, why? I mean, you might as well say it's racist towards each other because they're hating. Racist is hate. So, yeah, I gotta feel like. But, you know, we don't want to say we're racist against our own race. You know, who don't want to say that? But, I mean, to me, I feel like we just hating on each other, and we need to stop hating. If anything, if you don't like a color person flashy and all like that, but a lot of times people nowadays, I don't want to say work. But I do see like with this generation now, they'd rather take something quick. They just want it fast. That's all they want. They want it fast, like a microwave. They don't want to wait and just try to build up for it. They just want it quick. So they want to get it any kind of way, a form of fashion they want it. So like I kind of see kind of like what they trying to kind of do. They're just me, but.
Way faster and higher rate than any person in terms of white supremacy could ever do it. And if another organization that's doing it faster, you want to talk about the KKK, they killed thousands of Blacks. Planned Parenthood has killed millions. 19 million. Nobody's having a conversation about that. The black, and this is important because the media gets us obsessed with this idea of white supremacy and the history of the KKK. Thousands of blacks were killed by the KKK, and by the way, so were white Republicans, and we were killed by white Democrats, which is why I'm adamantly opposed to Democrats. But nobody wants to have a conversation about what's really killing black America. Number one?
But black males are probably the most people in prison, so you can't say nothing's being done about it.
Well, first and foremost, what are they locking us up for? Are they locking us up because we're black?
No, you just said we commit the most crimes.
No, but I'm asking you a question. Are they locking us up because we're black?
I never said that.
Oh, okay, so I'm just saying to you that the reason why we're locked up the most is because we're committing the most crimes. We have to fix our communities. It's a real conversation that black Americans need to have, and I try to do that with the Blexit movement when I target our communities to have these conversations. The idea that white supremacy is the thing that's stopping black America is a complete and utter myth.
Okay,
and until we're willing to have...
I never said that either.
She's not saying you said that.
I'm not saying you did. I haven't
statement.
accused you of saying anything. I'm just saying what I'm actually saying. That's it, okay? The number one issue facing our community is father absence. Father absence, okay?
I disagree, but okay.
Excuse me?
I disagree, but okay.
Okay, well, you said you brought up the prisons, right? If you grow up without a father in the home, you're 20 times more likely to end up behind bars. You want to know who I got that from? President Barack Obama. He talked about the stats of what it does when you destroy the black family. The destruction of the black family, if you want to talk... Oh, wait, I'm not done. The destruction of the black family happened because of Democrats and what they did in the 1960s,
I agree.
LBJ and his Great Society Act and the welfare system. We can talk about all of those things. The very last thing we should be talking about, if I had to make a list of 100 things that's really screwing up the black community, white supremacy wouldn't make the list.
But I wasn't even asking you about the black community. I was just saying, you said America wasn't a racist nation.
It's not.
It's not.
All right, so look.
It's not today.
The Black Panthers were all locked up and killed by the government.
Are the Black Panthers here today?
I'm saying, the KKK has been around since how long, and what has the government done for anything to persecute?
You think the KKK is alive today?
Yes, of course.
Oh my gosh, find me one. I want to meet one.
You're saying the KKK doesn't exist
Now we have a debate.
at all.
Hey, wait. Now we have a debate. So
Have you ever met one?
I'm asking you, what are you saying
You're
about?
saying the KKK doesn't exist at all? What happened?
Okay. He gonna say, the other dude on there, he said, so what you saying, have you ever met one? A KKK could be looking you right in your face and you will never know that. I mean, like, they disguise themselves. Like, literally, I work in a store. I work in a place. And I see the flag. The KKK flag. And you wouldn't know it if you didn't educate yourself. Like, I was like, oh my God, did y'all see that? When I was younger, I worked in a store. I used to work in a store. I work in a store now. When I was younger, I worked in a store. And this white gentleman, he came in there with his wife, and he had a little pin on his shirt. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, wow. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. This is starting to get scary to me because, like, I never seen, like, a real KKK before. But he had, like, the little M, the little pendant with the flag on there. Just as proud. And he was just walking around like he was, like, some big tough guy. Just kind of like, I mean, like, if he wasn't one, why was he displaying that he was one? I mean, because he had the little pin right down his shirt. And I was like, what's wrong with you? What's the pen? I'm like, that's a KKK pen. That's what that is. I know the flag. Because, like, my grandma and mom, they always had us, like, watching, like, Black History movies, like Rosewood, and all like that. Selma, all that stuff. Like, we used to watch it, Beloved, Justin, oh my God. If you had never watched Beloved, every time I have seen Beloved, even as a child, it just always made me feel some type of way. Even I tried to watch it when I was an adult. I got halfway through the movie, I'm like, oh, I just feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. It's just like scary. It's just scary to me. But if you never seen Beloved, go look at it. Go look at it. It'll kind of change the game on you. You got Oprah Winfrey in there and stuff. It'll kind of change the game on you a little bit. To me, it kind of did.
I'm going to ask you a question.
What did the government do to erase them? What did the government do to erase the KKK? How can you say they don't exist?
You have to slow down. I can't understand what you're saying. What did you say?
That's crazy to me. How can you say the KKK does not exist today?
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Where are they?
What do you mean, where are they?
Where do they meet?
They could be judges.
I just thought this is a really big story, and CNN should cover it. Where is the KKK?
It's literally an ideology.
No, can you name a leader?
No,
can you name a gathering point?
Who's the leader? Where are they meeting? In what country? In what city?
Ask me where. I'm not going nowhere near where
Because
they
they aren't.
Because they don't. They literally live in the media's head. Have you ever seen a KKK member in a hood? I'm asking you a serious question.
No, they're not
So
going to
you're
be
saying
in
the
the
KKK
hood.
does not
Oh, my
exist?
God.
All right, come down. No, come down. I'm dying to see this. Because I have asked every journalist that brings this up since Charlottesville to tell me where the KKK meets.
So, in Houston, Texas, there was an event through
Georgia,
through a predominantly black neighborhood known as Acres Homes that was protected by the police, and they were escorted through a black community. So that's the issue. So they do exist. They are there.
And they're protected by the police. Protected.
Right.
Okay. So I'm asking you a serious question. As a black American, you fear the KKK.
I don't fear any.
Okay. So you saw.
That's where I agree with y'all.
Look, I am from one parish.
No. We're not doing 3-on-1. You can have a time. You can have a time when you get to the mic.
They're doing
I'm asking you a
3-on-1.
serious question.
They doing 3-on-1. Did all three of them not speak to him? Did all three of them not speak to him? So because they bringing it up. They telling them what they wanted to know. They asked him a question. He needed help. So some people came down there that could answer the question because they said they wanted to know. So they were trying to tell them. Then they were like, no, we're not going to do a 3-on-1. We're not going to do that. Okay, was it not 3-on-1? Was it not 3-on-2? Oh.
Of all of the things that is going on in the black community, you cannot look me in the face
one.
and tell me that you really think that the rise of the KKK is a real thing.
But
I won't believe that.
I'm looking at America, not really the black community.
And I'm shocked.
That's
I'm
another
shocked to
discussion.
hear. You said you've never seen a KKK member. You said that there was one in Texas. What year was it?
It was around 2008, just before.
2000 and what?
I graduated high school in 2008 in Acres Homes from Carver.
And they were walking down the street in hoods.
Yeah, that was an event there. It was a
Georgia, they
huge.
still have events.
Well, I think we're losing.
Good. Yeah, well, let's not lose the focus. Yeah, that's fine. I will definitely look it up. I will look up the Texas event that the KKK walked. But the point that I was making, maybe they did meet once, however, 10 years ago in your town, and I'll definitely look into it because I always want to educate myself. But the point is that neither of you can look me in the face and tell me that you think that the KKK is a real threat to the black community. It's just not true.
When they could be a judge or a doctor or a,
But the issue here is no one's
Like
denying
they-
that there are individual
Racist in this country.
a country.
I said America is not a racist country.
So
you know it's not.
If they're not a racist country, how have they done nothing to persecute KKK members? Like
What?
David Duke. David Duke is a known KKK.
But
Yes,
The
David
leader.
Duke endorsed a Democrat running for president this
Okay,
cycle. I
don't care
just
what
have
he
to say
endorsed.
that.
Why is he not in prison?
What did you say? I can't hear
David
him.
Duke
Can you
is
put
so.
the mic closer to him?
I do have to
genuinely
say though,
can't hear him.
it's so marginalized. It's so minimal. The overemphasis, over conversation,
weird that we
over
even talk
focus.
about it.
These
I mean,
people
it
are
honestly is
losers.
weird.
These people have no life. These people are not in mainstream society. These people are not what people
And
try
I hate
to make
that.
it
I hate,
seem.
and this is why I say when you heard me say earlier that I hate when us, we are the most privileged black people in the entire world, right? We are, plain and simple. The most privileged black people in the entire world live in America today. It's insulting to me because when my grandfather used to tell me the stories about the real KKK, the ones that would come on horseback and shoot into his home in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and do you want to know what my grandfather says about them? He says, and when they used to come around, my dad used to shoot back at them boys. Such an empowering thing when he talks about them. He talks to them like they were children. He tells me stories about when the black mothers would come out and take the hoods off and yell at them and say, is that you, Peter, or whatever their names were? And then when you come up and you say it like, what are we going to do about the KKK members? You're not afraid.
Okay, that just her grandfather, grandmother experience with that. That's not everyone's experience. My grandfather, my grandmother, totally a different experience than that. So she could say that shit. She really can. That right there ain't no but shit right there. She can say that. She can say that. Everyone's experience is not the same with that stuff. Yes, they might knew who it was, but a lot of times, just like they're saying, they are judges and stuff like that, just like it was back then. I mean, just like how he said, like they endorsed the Democrat and all like that. I mean, come on.
Afraid of them. I know you're not afraid of KKK members.
I'm not afraid of them.
You're not. You're not. So why are we talking about?
Is you gonna be scared of a KK member when he the police and that gun shooting, it finna fire you right in your face? Is you gonna be scared then?
about them? Why are you even giving them the air of the conversation? Because you once saw them 10 years ago.
All America did was
walking down the
change
street.
laws, and all they did was have to change their methods. They could have just changed
But
their methods.
what did they do? Did they shoot and kill? I generally am trying to understand, where are the KKK? Are they killing black people? Because if they are, they definitely should be prosecuted.
Laws against murder.
I think that the issue, the thing he's trying to bring forward is that when you look at the historical treatment of organizations or groups of people of color, whether it's Black Lives Movements or Black Panther and so on, the moment that they were demonized, they were listed as terrorist organizations. Why has it never been that the Ku Klux Klan was demonized or listed as a terrorist organization?
They were never demonized? The Ku Klux
No.
By the government, never.
Has the government
Because
ever
they were
listed
the
them?
government. They were Democrats.
Well, yeah, this is not true. The
like,
Oklahoma City bombing was categorized as a terrorist act, so you're incorrect there.
So,
the Fort Hood
City
massacre was terrorist.
I was a common engineer. I was trained by some of the same people who knew the guy, so I understand.
So let me ask you a question. Was the Waco complex considered a terrorist organization by the FBI, yes or no?
Who?
The Branch Davidians.
It should be.
Oh, but they were white. You said that never happened against white supremacist organizations.
No, I said the Ku Klux Klan.
No,
I'm
but
talking about the Klan
it is a similar type organization. The Branch Davidians were
existed for almost the entirety of America.
The Branch Davidians were a white supremacist
seen
organization.
as a terrorist organization.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up because if I genuinely thought that you thought the KKK was alive and well, we'd have a full, long conversation about this. What we're talking about here is that you want to ignore, and this is what genuinely frustrates me so much about the black community, you want to ignore all the really big issues that we should be talking about, okay? We all know what's going on in our communities. We just had another rapper that was gunned down. We know about black-on-black crime. We know about abortion. We know about the education system. We know about Antifa, which is the closest thing that I've seen to white supremacy since I've been alive, is Antifa, which is the modern-day KKK.
So I agree with you on all of those.
That show up,
I agree.
okay? And
I
the
agree.
media
Those are the
demonizes
biggest
it. But
issues.
instead you want to talk about something that you have to pull your memory from 10 years ago
Can I
when
ask
they
you
were walking
something?
down the street in Texas.
What do you think started black-on-black crime? It hasn't always been a big problem as what you're talking about. What do you think
I
started?
already told you what I thought.
What do you think started?
Father absence started black-on-black crime.
And what
I already told you
what
that.
started the biggest father absence in America in the black community?
Lyndon Baines Johnson in 1964.
Was he not American government? That's what I'm saying.
And let's do a present.
Look, what I'm saying is I don't really care. I don't care about Democrats and Republicans.
Who is still encouraging father absence?
Democrats and Republicans are the same. It's the same government. That's what y'all don't see.
I'm neither. Like,
Political parties are literally to divide us because it's.
No.
Democrats and Republicans are the same.
I think you and I agree on the fact that there are problems. What we disagree with is that I am telling you that the left started it, the Democrats started it, and the Democrats are still perpetuating it. And the way that they're able to perpetuate it is by getting you to stand up here and ask me a ridiculous question about the goddamn KKK when we should be talking about father absence and abortion and black-on-black crime. Thank you for your question.
How?
Like I said, she had like a lot of good points. She had a lot of good points, like education, abortion, when they took the fathers out the homes and stuff like that. Yes, that did do a lot. It really did. It 100%. I agree with that. Because with the welfare stuff, they started right there. Because they knew back then, black men, they stood up for their women. They took care of the household and everything. They chastised their kids. They raised their kids. So, only thing they could do was just take the black man out because they giving the women free money. So, they kicks the black man out. So, that's how they started tearing down the kids because the kids needed their dad. All kids need their daddy. All kids. It don't matter who it is. It could be a sperm bank baby or whatever like that. That child still needs his daddy. Then abortions. That's just a discussion within itself, you guys. I mean, I know I can talk to my people how I really feel about it and stuff like that, but I don't want to come out here telling all that right there because I already know people have different beliefs and all like that. And I feel like if you need an abortion or whatever like that, then do it. I'm just saying, if you need it, like if the child gonna kill you in the pregnancy or whatever like that, I feel like yes, you should. If you was raped, I mean, But like I said, I know someone who had a rape baby. They had a rape baby. But they didn't even know they was raped because, they didn't know they was pregnant because they were so young. So, why would you just want to make somebody have a rape baby like a child, just whatever. But, that's just my opinion. Like if you want to do it, I feel like it should be an opening for you to do it. And you just tell me what y'all think, guys, because that was a lot. It was a lot. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys.